Good evening, everyone. This is Rahul Khandelwal. I'm a senior HR professional working with healthcare industry. I would like to welcome all of you for today's session on Go Gig, Go Agile by Dr. GP Rao, the founder of Good People Relations. I would like to welcome Mr. Abhay Kapoor, the president of Faridabad Management Association. Faridabad Management Association has started to facilitate the dissemination of information and ideas among the member of management profession and support individual and organization to realize their potential. I would like to welcome Dr. Yogesh Mishra, who is the president of DMA Delhi Management Association. Delhi Management Association has started with a mission to inspire individuals to actualize their potential, nurture the creativity and originality, and be a reservoir of expertise in management. And with a mission to be a center of management excellence, I would request Mr. Abhay Kapoor sir to share the insight about the topic about you. Thank you, please.
So, welcome all of you on this very relevant topic today, and all initiative goes to GP Garu that he has come out with such a nice suggestion. And we all know that during the pandemic, the many people have lost their job, or many organizations have gone through a lot of restructuring, and people are finding different kind of opportunities. And in this midst of COVID, although gig is not a new concept, but I think it has to rise, it has to take a shape, and we have to bring awareness in the people that how they have to think beyond the regular employment or permanent employment, and how can they utilize their skills, their knowledge, their whatever experience they have as a independent employee or as a gig worker. And many organizations in today's scenario are looking forward, in particularly in work from home mode, that how can we utilize the skilled workforce in maybe on the part-time basis, or maybe on the project basis or consultant basis. And I think that is the whole objective of today's conference. And we have many more very senior HR professionals in the forum. So maybe at the end of the session, we would like to make it little more interactive also, so that others can also contribute. And with this, without taking much time, I'll pass on the baton to Mr. Yogesh Mishra. He can also say a few words.
Thank you, Abhijit. Good evening, everybody. On behalf of DMA, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this very interesting topic. First of all, I'd like to thank GP Garuji for organizing this thing. Now, this is a topic which is very interesting, actually. I'll share a very small thing. Last year, I was taking a session at one of the IIMs. I was teaching strategic HRM. And one of the, I'd asked people to make a presentation. So out of the class of 44 people who had taken that paper, 23 had presented gig. And they were all going gaga about gig. But then when I asked them, how many of you would actually opt out of placement and work as a gig economy worker? None of them agreed. They said, sir, you know, we have a loan, we have to repay the loan, we are in the beginning of a career, etc., etc. So, you know, that actually got me thinking that here is a concept which on paper appears to be a win-win solution. For the organizations, it gives them flexibility. There is no long-term contract. They can have employees on demand. And for the employees, for the workers, it's the best thing. I decide and choose when I want to work, with whom I want to work. If I don't like a boss, the khach of every day, I change the boss and I move on to other place. I have my work-life balance, etc. So on paper, it looks very good. But on the other hand, when you look at it, why was there a concept of permanent employment? Because companies wanted some kind of stability. So can you have that kind of stability? Would all kind of businesses work with the gig economy? So I remember there was a cartoon I saw some time back which said that there was a CEO sitting in a room and he said he was alone in a boardroom saying, I have outsourced everything. So is it possible? Then there can be two kinds of gig workers. One is gig workers by choice. You know, people, highly specialized skilled worker. In fact, if you look at it, though this term was coined in 2009 by the journalist Nancy Brown during the economic crisis, however, this concept has been going on for a long time. If you were to see super specialized doctors, there are a lot of doctors who are not employed. permanently in a hospital, they prefer to go to several hospitals and work. Wherever there is a surgery, they will go and do that thing. Versus there are doctors who prefer to work at a place. In fact, I was talking to one of the owners of a hospital. He said that, why should I hoard on a doctor if I can't give him enough surgeries? Let him work at my place, let him utilize his services at some other place. So that's one side, super specialized people. Versus on the other side, people who have lost their jobs and who never wanted to have, who want to have a flexibility. The typical do punch, ek lunch, having the comfort of getting a message, your salary has been delivered on the 1st or the 2nd of every month. What about them? If they are forced into gig economy, what kind of skills would they have? So, one of my expectations from GP Garuji would be that, if you can throw light on this topic. And again, I would like to welcome everybody. And Rahul, I will now pass it back to you.
Now I would welcome Dr. GP Rao, sir. Dr. GP Rao is the founder of the Good People Relations. Sir has done one webinar with us already in the past. Sir, hand over to you.
Waiting actually. Good afternoon, good evening to all of you. So what I would like to do is we want to make it interactive. So I want to test whether you are all there. So I'm only saying, is it not good? My question is it not good to mute ourselves unless we are speaking? If you are agreeing with me, type Y. Is it not good to mute ourselves if we are not speaking? Mic muting. If you agree with me, type Y. Oh, many people have said that's good. Indication is good. You're all there. So in the process, others also there. Okay. I'm only testing. Somnath Duaji has not listened to us. Sir, you have to mute yourself. Somnath Dua.
Yes.
Please mute.
Okay.
Then, all others are muted. All others are muted. Rahul Khandelwal also has to mute. Rahul Khandelwal. Okay, right. So there are two boxes. One is chat box, just now you have used. The other is the Q&A box. So you can want to have ask a question, you can use it in the Q&A box. So we have panelists. We have President EMA, President Faridabad Management Association, and interestingly, there are very senior HR professionals, management professionals here. We can take their help also. Type in the Q&A box. I want to ask one more question. Is anybody there in the group, if by chance I use Hindi, by chance, is there an objection or a difficulty? Please type S. I mean, if one person says S, I will not use Hindi at all. I'm just waiting. One person said he has got a problem. Yeah, two people said they have a problem if you use Hindi. Good, let's respect that. Let's start with a joke. Joke is one professor, he makes daily discourses, speeches. He'll go and speech. One day he was not feeling well. So he was talking to the driver, I have to reach, what to do and all. So the driver asked him, sir, if you don't mind, I can make your presentation. Well, how come? Sir, last 5 years I've been driving, you rehearse in the car, and I listen to your presentation. You talk the same thing every time. So no problem, I can do it. And I am qualified. He said, are you sure? But then people there, they know that I am the professor. No, sir, those people don't know who is the professor. I will put on the coat, they will welcome me. So what should I do? You become my driver. So they went there and this fellow made a wonderful presentation. And the question answer session comes. He doesn't know the answers. And this fellow says, oh, it is a very simple question. Even my driver can answer. So always in life, find out who are the professors who come to the thing in the form of drivers. Always recognize them. So the participants are here. Actually, they know more than me. There are participants in this room. They actually know more than me. If you ask me a difficult question, I am going to direct those questions to them, those participants. Okay. So with that, I'll start my presentation. I have got a small presentation, but then I'll stop it in between so that you'll not get bored with the slides and all. Very simple slides were made, and it should work. You are seeing my large screen, cluttered screen, you must have seen. That's how HR people's screens are. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yes, sir. Even one person tells me, okay, it's fine, go ahead, right? Okay, if anyone is not able to see, you should unmute and say, we are not able to see. I'll wait for 1 second, 5 seconds, then proceed. Even if one person unmute and says, I can't see, then we'll stop. Otherwise, we'll proceed. Okay, nobody said, we'll proceed. Number one is, let us clear some myths today. Okay, what myth, people when they talk about myth, gig and all, there are some myths. One myth is, gig means temporary stuff. If anybody temporary means gig. This is one myth, actually it's not true. Gig means contract labor. Gig means contract labor. Somebody says gig means anything cheaper than the normal, regular, oh, that is gig. So you want cheap resource, I call it gig. If a worker, gig means workers. Oh, gig worker. So gig means worker. It cannot be an executive or manager. Again, it's not right. Gig means unskilled, semi-skilled people. Gig means when some agency is there, they are supplying manpower, they are supplying gig manpower. These are some of the myths. Then these are not true. As we proceed, you will know what is the truth. Okay. Actually, this resource called gig with different names. I'll also tell you what are those names. They are available like a pyramid. They are available at the bottom level, delivery level. We call them last mile consumer facing resources. Like your Swiggy people, your Flipkart people, your delivery boy, lot of people, your Uber, lot of people who face the consumer and they are in the market, they are on the street and they go to houses, deliver and all. We call them consumer facing last mile because somebody produces, somebody packs, somebody delivers and gives to the consumer. Consumer facing people, large numbers in the pyramid. The another category is the IT company, ITS company, similar companies, not necessarily IT, ITS, even KPOs, knowledge process outsourcing company, different companies are there. They are remote driven. Somebody needs their services somewhere and they sit here and do for them. They're remotely placed from the actual user. There are large number of people. Then comes executives, managers, leader, professionals. Some of the people them call them experts. Some people call them technologists. I mean, these are the professionals. Somebody by mistake unmuted, so I'm getting a small disturbance. Okay, so his name is Sheshadri. Yeah, now it's good. Okay, now the names people use in different countries and different sectors. Some people call this resource as gig. Some people call it flexi manager, flexi executive, flexi manpower. They use the word flexi. And in fact, it was a normal flexi is a XY. To make it sexy, they use Y also, make it flexi. Some countries in Western, they call it interim manager. The whole arrangement is called interim management. Now, the consultants have told the vendors to call this agile. They are telling the corporates also, this is an agile option of manpower. So you call them agile also. Okay. Now, where these people are used, if you have something time bound, that means it has to be done in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, a task bound. Task has to be completed. Okay. It is task bound or a time bound. You can think about this gig, flexi, interim, and agile. That's how it's done. Number two is you need a specialized skill requirement, very, very specialized. Some machinery is down to get those capital repairs done. You need a specialist, or you have some issue on, you need a counselor only. There is another issue that strategy expert, sometimes branding expert, sometimes an M&A expert. Different kinds of experts, even at a lowest level or highest level. Inverter repairer or some boiler operator, tool like mining mate to mines foreman, anything specialized skill requirement at all these levels. Okay. And it is clear deliverables, very clear deliverables. Then only we go for this. Remunerations linked with this above, because all this, there is a job, there is a task, time bound, specialist skill, so much of money. So remuneration is very clear. It's nothing to do with your experience in the company or your past and all. This is the job, this is the money. Then it can be remote, it can be company. That means the resource can come to that company and work, or he can operate from home. Both are happening. Both are happening. And last one is flexible working hours. For this kind of assignment, it can be 2 hours a day. It can be 2 days a week. It can be 2 weeks a month. It can be 2 months a year. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. It will only night shift, only day shift, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the night. All kinds of combinations are there. So this is the job. These are the names, and these are the where they are appointed. Mostly, there may be more. Mostly, large number of people, you will see them in the last mile consumer facing. Large number of people are working in IT, ITS, KPOs, and there are few people are there working at the managerial level, even at a leadership level, technology level, technologist level, manufacturing, engineering, HR, accounts, sales, not technical, non-technical, everywhere they are available. This is how it is done. So I will proceed, and later I talk about something called marriage. Marriage between two people. One is organization, one is an individual. Okay. So we'll talk that how does marriage happens. If these what they want, these people, the organization wants an organization priority and individual priorities, there is some kind of integration is possible, then the marriage will happen. Okay. So if that integration is possible, they need not have same demands. That is different. We are not saying similar demand, but then there is integration is possible. Okay, there is a need, there is a supply, there is a supply, there is a demand. That's kind. So the marriage one is organization wants agility, fast, smart, better, less money, agile. No, always agile. No? So that's what they want. They want speed. They want better. Okay. The second one they want flexibility. If I need those people, I'll keep. I don't require them, I'll not keep. I will keep only in the branch. I will not keep in the head office. That flexibility. I will only keep them if they come in the night shift. I will only keep them only in managerial level. Niche, I will not, down below, I will not keep. So I want that flexibility. So when to do, what to do, for 2 hours I will take. So that flexibility of management wanting. Management also want quick turnaround time. Means I need somebody, so tomorrow I should get somebody. I need in 2 days, 1 day, quick by requirement and availability, very fast. I want somebody for this job I need. Okay, something COVID has happened. I would organize some transportation of people, so I need this. Oh, somebody is available for it. I need to counsel people, somebody is there. Oh, my problem is mental wellness and all, I want an expert, somebody is there. Okay, somebody is there, the layout changing, the entire factory has to be changed, the layout has to change. Somebody, I want immediate, I want the quick turnaround. And spend optimization. Anything, if I can save money, if I can do it in a lower cost, I will definitely want to do it. And I want global talent pool. I do not want local. I mean, different places. When I say different places. Now let us talk about individuals. Then now there is a new breed of individuals. Youngsters, they want freedom. Which company to work, how many hours to work, when to work, taking a break. They want freedom. They don't want to get stuck with an appointment, STD, service till death or something like that. They don't want to get stuck. Freedom. Second, they want work-life balance. Of course, don't compare with this COVID situation. This is something will existed before COVID. It will exist after COVID. Normal time, we wanted work-life balance. So those are the people. No, they will only work for 3 hours, 3 days a week, or they will not work in those months where the children have got education issues, or they also have some issues when the wife needs them at home. So they want that work-life balance. They want flexibility. So the flexibility to work. They want to make more money. They want to work for 2 companies. They want to work for 3 companies. They want to work for only these. And they'll charge because you want the task, I will do it, I'll take more money. So normal time, there is a fixed salary. Here, you can negotiate the fee because they need immediately specialized. You have got that competence, you can ask for more money, optimum. No geographical boundary. So this situation has happened over a period. In some countries has already done. In our country, it has picked up. So organization, individual needs, there is some integration is making. So the matchmaking is happening. So there's something called gig is working. Okay. Now then we'll discuss now, what are the challenges? Okay, if this all is good, then why people are not doing? Because there are some difficulties. So let us try to understand those difficulties. The difficulties are number one, implementation, defining gigs. I'll come back to later. I'll go to the challenges first. Okay. Challenges, let us discuss the challenge. One is difficult to assess skills. Now I don't know you. So how do I assess the skills? I need a specialized skill. So difficulty in assessing the skill because I don't know you. I don't know. Somebody has grown from here. I know. My boss knows, my leader knows. Here's somebody, and stranger is coming. Second problem is ensuring availability at the time of requirement. I need in May so many, June so many, morning so many, evening so many. I mean, in so many people in branch, so many, so that availability at the time of requirement. I have got a calendar of requirement. Is somebody there who can give me as per my calendar, as per my scheduling? I have got a schedule. Another is accountability. This guy comes, works for 2 days or 3 days and all. He's not answerable to us. He's not reporting to. I mean, this accountability. If doing the good work, the accountability is another issue. Another is background checks. How to know about their past, because he's always a gig. There's no company, one company, working different company, getting those background check verification. That's it. That's one challenge. Sustainability of the model. You do this whether it is sustainable over a period or not, because he's working here, he's working somewhere else. Can we sustain this model and continue with productivity and all? So keeping all this in mind, this is my last slide, don't worry. All this in mind. So far what we have done, we have seen, clarified some myths. We said they are not right. They're not contract labor. They're not unskilled people. It's not, what do you mean, worker? No such thing. In fact, they're everywhere. They're in all sectors, all levels. We started with bottommost level. We gave an example. You can extend it to the manufacturing. You can extend it to other service sector and all. I've given you the example of last mile. Last mile can be extended to hotel. Last mile can be extended to some other area also. Similarly, the middle level is those executives, the coding fellow, the data fellow, the app fellow. Similarly, it can be in the law, it can be in the accounts and also. But this is mostly remote. Third is the experts, professionals. So that is the level. So all sectors, all levels we clarified. Similarly, names we clarified, gig, interim, flexi, agile we clarified. Similarly, we clarified where you want specific tasks, time bound, deliverables, remuneration vincula, all flexible hours, all that we have discussed. Then we talked about the challenges. Just before this, we talked about challenges. Now a format, ecosystem, all of us together we have to do a few things so that we take advantage of this format, advantage of this option, and we really, the organizational need of reducing the spend, having the flexibility, having the best competency as per our requirement, that will happen. And individuals also happy, freedom, more money, work-life balance, all that he will happy, that marriage will happen. If we do a few things, there are 10 things I have put. So easy to remember, that's why I put 10. I put a number. Number one is meaning should be clear. Now, no more talking gig means worker. Now we are very clear. Gig means it can happen any level. You give a new name. You call him interim manager, you call him flexi manager, flexi executive, flexi leader, whatever name you got, meaning is different. Number two, our mindset should be different to have such things. And identify where you require. Integrate with the organization. Then you have to do some processes for doing this. Okay. The second point is companies should work with platforms and gig companies. There are platforms available. And in fact, today I identified one person from Singapore. He runs a platform. So on that platform, experts are available. Companies can go to that platform, and look for people, and then AI-based integration can happen. There are gig companies available. Now, I was talking about people available. I've seen 2, 3. There can be many more. I saw Vijay Kumar. I saw Ajay. I don't know. Others can be there. And Raja might be a consultant or advisor to some gig companies. Could be. So those companies and platform companies should know about that option and use those platforms with AI-based integration. And some companies will be manual integration. Both are available. Third is, we should be very clear that, like people said, working from home and working in the office, working in the factory, it will continue. Now every organization is talking about COVID or no COVID, blended workplace, similarly blended manpower. So people should be reconciled to that. So when I prepare my manpower, I have to write how many regular, how many outsourced, how many gig. I have to write the manpower plan. So my total manpower will blend it. It is not that one A, B, C. Now I'll write regular, contractual, outsourced, then the gig also I'll write. That's the manpower. And how many hours I required, how many days I required. That is the third one. The fourth is partnerships. Like you take example of Maruti or Hero MotoCorp, how they have done. They have developed the vendors over a period 30 years. No? So made for each other, dependence each other, the technology exchange, HR change, process change, policies exchange, a lot of things will happen. Same way here, this platform, gig company, there are so many companies. Yeah. You know, many companies at lower, they do only lower level manpower. Some people do only higher level manpower. Some people only do it in technology, talent acquisition pattern, just supply manpower, they have got CVs and do. Some people work with you for getting that agility, that spend optimization. Different options are there, but have partnership with some people. Have 3-4 vendors, develop them over a period. Like we do in-door substitution, we do vendor development. This also partner development should happen if you want to make it sustainable. Now, 5 is secured workflow platforms. That means we are working about that, worried about the workflows, whether workflows can be ensured or not. In the Western countries, there are secured workflow platforms are available now. So maybe those will come now. With the digitization going on, such platforms will come to India also. We should look for such platforms for workflow. Vendor development, we talked about sharing future needs with them. You have to tell next year, I am going for this technology, I am going for this product, I am going for this branch, I am going for this expansion. So that no, they will prepare such people, prepare. Similarly, I should tell them about the challenges in that requirement. So that is how the vendor development happens. And 7 is the people, the platform owners, the gig companies, the flexi managing company, the interim managing company, they should also tell the gig workers, or you can say, instead of calling gig worker, you can say gig professionals or gig resources. You bring that professionalism in them. It's not going there and changing a bulb. It is working for an organization, doing a specific task, and they're paying you more for your competency. They're allowing you flexibility. You should be professional. Professional in terms of ethics, professional in terms of performance, professional in terms of quality, so professional in terms of time management, all kind, or you have to train some people and all, secrecy, data, all those things, that professionalism. So these companies should help us in bringing that professionalism. Number 8 is the companies who use gig on a sustainable model. I'm not talking of people and once in 5 years use. If you're using them regularly in different places, then you should think about their career progression also. I mean, see, if he has come as an executive here, after 5 years, he will come as something else. He'll come as a manager. So like our regular people who think about career progression, for the gig resources also, we should think about their career progression. They will add their competency. They will add their leadership skills. They will add their soft skills. They will have their confidence will be better. They have got testimonials with them. They have that experience with them. They have also got some their compensation record. Like I have got a CTC record, he has also got a remuneration. So based on that, we have to think about their career progression and offer them better and bigger jobs. Number 9 is the social security and labor laws. If you appoint such people in large numbers, so we'll have to work around the social security as well as labor laws compliances. So some will be statutory, some will be non-statutory, some will be mandatory, some will be, you will do yourself so to attract people, So both will happen. And last bit is, some people will go, they finish their job and go. Like a person retires, same way the exit should be smooth. He should feel happy having worked here. You give him a testimonial, give him a small gift, so that he goes. And similarly, when he goes out, he should not leak your secrets. He should talk good about you, like an employee talks good about another company. Similarly, gig resource also should talk. I did some work for Genpact. I did some work for State Bank. So I was very happy. They took care of me. They treated me like any other employee. Same canteen, same food, same bus, same seat, same AC. They treated me well. Like, I never felt that I'm an outsider. So same way. So that's that exit, till that exit will be there. And last bit, this is a new thing I am talking. This is called talent exchange. The companies are now doing that. Like I'm in hotel industry. I have got many people. So I do not want to lose them. At the same time, I'm not able to sustain the manpower. So can I offer them to another company where need same? See, some are technical, some are non-technical. Some can be fitted in any other organization. This can be one model. The other model is you can exchange. No, you can exchange. In summers he does well, winters another fellow does well. In some areas, factory somebody does well, office somebody does well. Can we exchange that also? Two types of talent exchange. I have seen some companies, good companies, out of humane approach, one of those big four, they have created a portal. People who lost jobs, they can come and register them, and they are helping them to prepare their CVs and offering them to some companies they require. That is more humane. Some people can do it on a commercial basis also, and some companies can do it on exchange basis. Barter, you help me, I help you. So I have finished my last slide. This is the ecosystem slide. So like Arnav Goswami says, let's debate. So while we debate, as I told you, I will take the health benefit, advantage of the resources sitting today, not as speaker, as a participant. I know they know more than me, so I'll take their help. With your permission, I'll stop sharing and we'll get back to a mode called Let's Debate. Yeah, 5:40, good. We got time, 20 minutes to go. Actually, we started late. We could go up to 6:10, but then whatever. Any question? Should I see Q&A first?
Yes, sir. So
no, nothing.
So we have one question from Radhika, sir.
Yes.
So she would like to know about how do you access the trust factor in the organization?
So that's what I said. We have to develop the professional skills of the gig resources. So partly the agencies they are doing, they should do, and companies also. When you induct a regular employee, you induct them. Tell them about your ethics policy. Tell them that in your company how people are ethical, still they do well. How we reward ethics, how we take. So you tell those. Then of course later the trust comes. No, I said no. I always say, you know a person, you like a person.
They are the people who engage the workforce organization and establish the aspects of onboarding them as well as engaging them. So the element of trust is more about how we can get maximum productivity out of them. It's not necessarily the traditional way of talking about trust in building a culture within the organization or building a culture of sustained workforce. That's the difference. So more on that later.
Thank you. Rahul, any other question? Rahul Khandelwal.
I'm Devashish.
Sir, there's a
No, we are going through the Q&A box.
Yes. So there's a question from Prakasha. What are the social security
Sir,
laws?
Rahul, you have to go slow because we can't understand.
Okay. So what are the social security laws applicable to gig workforce?
Security laws. One is
social security
laws. Oh, can anybody wants to tell? Security law, data security.
Social security.
Okay.
GP Garu, yeah, I'll answer it.
Yes,
we recently met a very senior labor ministry official. He specifically mentioned in the CIF forum that in the new code on wages, etc., gig workers are primarily covered to ensure that we promote more and more this concept in India.
Yeah.
Now you have to wait for some time because one code is passed, but still it's gone back to the parliamentary committee for some queries because there were some objections. I think the government is already fully seized of this. This is what we were told.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I was telling you, my professor is sitting in the participant group. Ajay, you want to add something?
Yeah. So as you rightly said, GP sir, there are two kinds of social security stuff we have to do. One is that since we are dealing with the human resources, as a company, we can also decide that what are the social security system which we can develop for our gig workers.
Yeah, that's what I said, statutory, non-statutory.
Statutory
so
and
that is all about statutory. I am saying that you have non-statutory. You give them. Nobody stops. You want to insure them, nobody will stop you, insurance. Okay. Yeah, next question, Rahul.
Sir, there's a question from Mr. Saurabh. What are the top 3 major points to keep in mind while executing any project which carry majorly temporary employees?
I couldn't understand anything, but if somebody...
Sir, what are the three points to keep in mind while executing any project which carry majorly contract employees?
Contract employees.
Right, temporary employees, contract employees.
So that means you are engaging contract employees on a gig. That's what you are saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So see, when you take people on a contract for let's say 2 months or 3 months, so what do we do with it? We see the skill and will. That's all. There's nothing, no other rocket science. Does he have the skill? Does he have the will? You see his attitude and all. Rest all physical standard, height, weight, all those things, they are all smaller. The main thing is, does he have the skill? Does he have the will? That's it we see. Attitude and all. That's all. These are the only 2 tests we can do. Rest all, of course, qualifying marks. Age, qualification, height, weight, physique, health, all those things, they are qualification.
Sir, in addition to this question, there's another question. How many assignments can a gig resource can take at a time?
I was told somebody was working for 10 companies. It could be an exaggeration, but it was a fact. 10 companies at a time. 2 days here, 1 hour here. That's an exaggeration, but then...
At the last, I would like to thank you, our eminent speaker, Dr. G.P. Rao, sir, for the great insight on GoGig and GoAgile. I would like to take privilege to thank you, Mr. Abhay Kapoor, sir, and Dr. Yogesh Mishra, sir, for being here with us and for the collaboration of HR Pathshala with FMA and DMA. I would like to thank you all the HR professionals who are present today for making the session more interactive, more learning-based session. I would request all the professionals to be here with HR Pathshala for the next webinars. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you so much.